Hi there, this is Martha Fraser of the 12-Week to Energising Health programme. I'm here today with Patrick Hurley, who is a business and life coach and mentor, and I'm really excited because this is week one of the 12-week programme, and Patrick is going to talk to us today about visualisation and how you can perhaps set your goals over the next 12 weeks or what you can do to get started on the 12-week program. So thanks, Pat, for joining us today. And we're both a bit giggly here, actually, because we're both very excited about what's to come. So Pat, what would you like to talk about today?
Well, I suppose, Martha, for the people who are taking part in the program, 12 weeks is a long time and lots of ups and downs. And really, I'd just like to talk about visualization and using a little exercise that will actually help them to achieve what they're setting out to do.
Okay, that sounds great. I'm interested to hear that myself.
Okay, well, visualization is a very fancy word for imagining or creating a picture in your own mind of what the outcome is. I always talk about sport. When you look at Ronan O'Gara coming out to take a penalty kick and you're wondering what he's doing, in actual fact, he's visualizing what the outcome will be. So he looks at the ball, he looks at the post, he's visualizing kicking through the center of the ball, and that ball is going to go between the center of the post, hopefully, and over. And that's a basic visualization exercise. But I'd like to talk to the people that are part of your program today is about how do you create your own visualization program in terms of achieving what you're setting out to do. Well, quite simply, we'll start with a very basic idea, and the basic idea is, what is the objective? Okay. What are you going to look like? What are you going to feel like? What are your friends going to think of you when you complete this program in full? And I want you to almost write a film script, and that script is what's going to happen at the end of the day. So you can title the movie My Life Over the Next 12 Weeks, okay, and you're going to be the main actor or actress in that particular role.
Okay, that sounds very interesting. Okay, and how do people, do they actually sit down and write this?
They can write it, or simply they can just sit down in a very comfortable seat. What I want people to do is to, if they can find a little bit of space now or sometime today, preferably as soon as possible while the iron is hot, I want them to sit down, I want them to totally relax, and I want them to close their eyes.
Okay.
I want them to imagine that there's a film crew just about to start work on the film of their program for 12 weeks. Okay. And then they're asking really, what do you want us to record and what do you want to record at the end of it? So you've decided on what the outcome is.
Okay.
You're sitting there, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to imagine what that's going to look like. In the movie, there's always drama pieces, so when things are going to get bad or tough, or when you're not feeling particularly motivated on a day, how are you going to overcome that? And you create that movie in glorious Technicolor.
Okay.
In glorious Technicolor, and I want you to run through that movie. And that movie should last between 30 seconds and a minute. And the outcome is the person that you've always aspired to be and will be at the end of this program if you follow the rules and all the guidance that's being offered. I want you to visualize what's that going to look like in the end. As you walk through the door, the film crew are about to leave, and that's the end product. That's your visualization exercise. Does that make sense to you?
Okay, yeah. So, and basically this is like a running movie that they can harness at any stage.
Absolutely. So what I'd like you to do when you create that movie, and it's a movie unique to yourself and it's inside in your brain there, and you can call it My Motivation Movie. First thing every morning when you wake up, before you get out of bed, I want you to open your eyes initially, and then I want you to close them, and I want you to run that movie from start to finish in glorious Technicolor.
Okay.
What's this going to look like at the end of 12 weeks? What's the end of the movie, that wonderful script where everybody lives happily ever afterwards?
Okay.
And I want you to run through that movie for 30 seconds to a minute.
Okay.
At the end of each day, before you go to sleep, I want you to run that movie again in glorious Technicolor from start to finish.
Okay.
Looking at all the obstacles that that may come your way, all the highs, all the lows, and then the end result of what it's going to look like at the end of 12
Okay,
weeks.
so what is people's main goal or objective at the end of the 12 weeks? So that would be the main theme of the movie, basically.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So it may be about weight control. As you know, Martha, I don't like about talking about ounces and pounds in loss. It's about having probably a better lifestyle in terms of what you eat, etc. So if there is an element of weight loss, if it's 8 or 12 pounds, whatever, that they visualize what difference that will make. It could be, well, they can get into the clothes that they used to be able to get into, or whatever, but not to get obsessed about the poundage, get obsessed about the feeling good factor, and that you're in control of what you're eating.
Okay, so again, the theme could be energy, it could be anything. I often say to clients, if you had a magic wand and you could wave it, what would you love to have? What would you love to be? What way would you like your life to be? So when you think about this movie, it could be that you getting healthier means that you can go and run in the playground with your kids, means that you might have a better relationship with your family, your husband, your wife. So it's bringing all of those feelings into that movie, that the benefits of this program and the way you're going to change will improve everything, really, isn't it?
Absolutely. That's the script of your movie.
Okay.
The script is, what are the elements that are going to change over the period of the movie from start to finish?
Okay.
And what's the finished product?
Okay.
To get back to the sporting analogy again, it's like the Ronan O'Gara scenario, dropping a drop kick the last minute of an international rugby match to win the Grand Slam for the first time in 40 or 50 years.
Yeah.
People would say, he'll never do it. Yeah. But he had written the script already in his mind, and he knew that if he went through the routines that he knew he had to go through, that he would actually put that over. Yeah. So the same with the people on the program. As long as people follow the program diligently, use the support mechanisms, which I really admire in your program. I think it's fantastic. So they're not on their own. They're not isolated. They will achieve what they set out to do.
Actually, I'll give you a funny story. A couple of years ago, I was running one of the Galway 5K series, and God, I felt really knackered at the end of it. I was wrecked, and I visualised the Munster rugby team standing at the wait at the finish line, and they shouting me on. And I know it sounds daft, and I can't believe I'm sharing it, but it actually got me to the finish line. I just felt fantastic. I felt that they were shouting for me, and in that case, visualization for me worked. It was it was really
brilliant. Because visualization is the reality where you want to be.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to write words down, but really to visualize what it looks like, even what it feels like.
Okay.
How are you going to feel? Like me in your movie. How am I going to feel on that day when I've completed the program? Which is only a program designed to achieve the goals that you're setting out to achieve through the program.
And we'll just finish on one thing, Pat. Just earlier when I was speaking to you, you gave me a quote there, something that the world, what was that? The world you perceive is what you think now.
The world is as you perceive it at any moment in time.
That's it. Perfect.
What you perceive the world is today is the world as you see it today.
Okay.
And you can change that perception.
Through visualization.
Through visualization.
Okay, brilliant.
So it's the first week. I know that people tend to be very motivated the first week, and good luck, and we'll talk to you next week.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Pat.